credit management, credit repair scam. Yeah, let's talk about it. If you've been scammed by anybody, not just Pinnacle Credit, but maybe you got scammed by Ask Kristen, maybe you got scammed by the credit plug. I hope you haven't been scammed. If you have, let's talk about it. Credit repair scams are really, really high right now. They got really, really popular when COVID started. Everybody figured, hey, I'll get into the credit repair space, learn how to do credit sweeps and scam people. And they just honestly, these people who do these credit sweeps and scam people, they never stopped. They make a lot of money. Sorry, these dogs are about to knock me down. I'm out here walking, getting my cardio in for day. But if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm here to help you either fix your credit or I'm here to help you avoid credit repair scams. And yes, there is a scammer out there who is talking about me and trying to call me a scam, which is funny. He's clinging on to the whole Georgia thing, and I haven't watched his newest video, but he says I live in a shed and I do credit repair out of a shed. And there's only two people that can do credit repair in the state of Georgia. That's attorneys and realtors. If you don't believe me, ask an attorney. They're going to tell you the same thing. So that's why I partnered with attorneys. That's why I work for attorneys. I work for attorneys, and the attorneys actually work for me. So we can actually help you if you live in the state of Georgia. These scammers cannot help you at all. In fact, even if they're doing it for free, they cannot legally help you. Doesn't matter where their business is located, none of that matters. They still legally cannot do credit repair. Has to be an attorney or a licensed realtor. So when these scammers get on here and tell you, well, we're not located in Georgia, so we can help you, that's not how the credit repair laws work for the state of Georgia. Doesn't matter where the credit repair company is located, they cannot help you. I promise you, they can't. Well, I mean, if you're willing to pay them, yeah, they can help you. They can scam you out of thousands of dollars and make it even harder for you to fix your credit. And again, like I always tell you, at the end of the day going in, I'm just kidding. At the end of the day, you can spend your money however you want to spend it and with whoever you want to spend it with. Again, I'm here for two reasons: to help you get your credit fixed, which includes getting the most deletions possible legally, the most money in your pocket for violations, and the most debts waived, meaning you no longer have to pay those banks back. Or the second reason I'm here on YouTube is to expose scammers. But keep in mind, when I expose these scammers, they retaliate, they play the victim card. In fact, Pinnacle Credit has been calling me since last night, and I've got the call logs, and he's taken AI, which is crazy because he talks about how bad AI is, and he's made it look like I've been calling him and harassing him, but I have not. And in fact, when I have time and can get to my computer in the office, I'm going to go live and show my Verizon bill, which will show you that I have not tried to call him. Rather, he has tried to call me. And I don't need AI to prove that. I'll log right into my Verizon bill and show y'all that I haven't called him. Do I expose scammers on Facebook? Valerie, for some reason, I feel like you're a client, but if it is a credit repair scammer, yes, that's so. Since I'm in the credit repair space or industry, I want to expose them. And if you have information about a credit repair scam on Facebook, yes, absolutely. Now, I can't just go by what you tell me. I will have to do my own research to make sure that it is actually a scam, because one of the main reasons consumers feel like they're getting scammed is because they're not getting results. Just because you're not getting results does not mean you are getting scammed. It just means that the credit repair either one, did not work, or two, it did not work because the company that you hired does not know how to actually do credit repair. Hold on a second. Wow. Yeah. That's funny. That's hilarious, Sam. Wishing you the same Happy New Year. Wow. I don't know where you people come up with this stuff. But anyway, I would assume you're from Alabama. I could be wrong. But yeah, like I said, credit repair scams are easy to fall for because these people talk to you like car salesmen. They know how to tell you what you want to hear. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Let's go, Andre. I know this is either Andre or one of his Indian scammers. So yeah, roast me. Hey, go talk about my bald head. There's a good starting point for you. I get you. She scams people and it's all over. Thank you for calling people out for that. So it's different. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, you're very welcome. I feel like if you're talking about credit repair, it's probably the Ask Kristen lady or Rose Credit Repair. Those are the two biggest female scammers in the credit repair space. Thank you, I appreciate it. No, people come on here all the time, and it's not my competitors, it's other scammers that feel like I'm their competitor. Well, I don't compete with scammers. We don't scam. We use licensed attorneys. We get consumers the best deletions possibly legally. We get the most money in your pocket and the most debts waived, meaning you no longer have to pay the bank back. Why don't you do one thing at a time? Hold the camera angle correctly. You're running out of breath. Yeah, because I'm working out. I'm not just sitting there. But yeah, when's the roasting start? I'm just waiting on that. Good behind a computer, right? You can say all you want. So you can be a tough guy. And if this is Andre, what's up, buddy? You can keep calling and stalking me. It's fine. And if this is one of his Indians that he pays, hey, thank you, come again. Is anybody else still waiting on this guy to roast me? Or girl, or whatever you are, robot? It's probably an AI account that Andre created because he's so desperate to make people think that he knows what he's doing. And it's hilarious. He's been scamming people for over 13 years and still doesn't know how to fix credit. Like, how embarrassing is that? Yeah, I guess I should have said it like this. If it's one of his Indian scammers he works with, thank you, come again. That's what I should have said. I surrender, you're too good for me. Well, I'm not trying to be better than anybody. Put us on this earth to be better than anybody. Yeah, I mean, it's funny he talks about all this stuff like Croa, and he doesn't even follow it himself. Like, he was literally scamming people from Vietnam. So he beat his girlfriend up in Florida and then ran to Vietnam and hid for 5 or 6 years. Came back, and obviously since he was in trouble, went to jail, and luckily Daddy got him out. So Daddy's taking care of him. So if it wasn't for Daddy, he'd still be on the streets. Again, if y'all have any questions, leave them in the live chat. Or if you want to roast me, you can roast me. Yes, I'm out of breath. I'm walking. I'm moving around. I do this every single day because I don't want to be fat. I was fat, and now I'm not fat. But I welcome everybody. The positive stuff, the negative stuff, I can take it. It doesn't matter to me. This is part of exposing people. They're going to get mad. They're going to hop to the comments. They're going to create fake accounts. They're going to use AI and make it look like I called them when I didn't, but I can prove they called me. And I'm going to do a video on that probably tomorrow. But I got to be able to log into my Verizon account. That way you know it's real and not made up like his stuff. Because we don't lie on this channel. We're all about honesty and transparency. Oh, no, I'm not upset, man. I promise you, I promise you it takes a lot more than that to upset me. I just assumed because he will pay people to come on my channel and comment and try to say stuff. It doesn't bother me. I mean, whether you're with him or not, it's not a big deal to me. I make the best out of it and try to turn the negativity into a joke, make everybody laugh. So yeah, if you're not actually with that scammer, you know, if that bothered you, I apologize. I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings. I would rather somebody try to hurt mine than me hurt theirs. But yeah, I'm still a little out of shape. I'm not in near as good a shape as I was before, but I can tell you 4 months ago, you wouldn't have seen me out here walking at all. But I walk every day and I work out 3 to 4 times a week. I play basketball a couple times a week. The league starts the 3rd week in January, so I'm really trying to get extra walking in, extra working out. I'm probably going to start working out every single day until the league starts, because this will be my first time playing in the basketball league since 2020. So I have been playing pickup ball with the people that will be playing in the league, but yeah, I'm definitely getting there for sure. That's crazy. Pay me to mess with him then. I didn't know that was a thing. No, I'm not going to pay anybody to mess with him. I'll just get people come forward to me all the time and talk about how he scammed them. So later on today, I'm going to go live with actually a guy that he scammed, and then I was able to fix his and get him approved for a new truck the legal way. So he tried to do credit sweeps. A couple things come off. I think it was a couple medical debts or something small, and then they come right back on. That's the thing with credit sweeps. They're not permanent deletions. They're just temporary, because when you use things like 605B of the Fair Act, all you're asking them to do is block the items due to identity theft. It's not an actual hard deletion. They're just blocking the information. So, but they're not going to tell you that that's what they're doing. They just want you to think that, oh, I'm the best, I get the fastest results. Well, legally, you can't get results that fast because they have 30 days to investigate, and they're not going to be done in 4 days. But by law, if you say you're a victim of identity theft and you use Section 605B of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, then yes, they have to block that information due to identity theft. The reason it comes back is because, unlike real credit repair, where they investigate then remove it, they remove it first, then they investigate. When they find out you're not a true victim of identity theft, they put it right back on the credit report. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to pay somebody to go mess with him. We're all about honesty and transparency here, so we're not going to do that sort of stuff. But if anybody on here's had any dealings with him and they need help with their credit, we can help. It will be difficult because of the illegal methods that he uses. So once a consumer does a credit sweep or pays somebody to do a credit sweep, it is damn near, excuse my language, impossible to fix it the legal way. For example, if you go to him and he scams you and he did a credit sweep, and then you come to me and I just noticed my phone's either cracked or, oh no, it's just a spider web. Once they do the credit sweep and then you go to I won't even say my company, a legitimate credit repair company, and there's very, very few of them. Now they're going to have a hard time fixing it the legal way, because when you send in dispute letters now, they're going to say, well, last month you were saying you were a victim of identity theft. This month you're saying you want it deleted because it's inaccurate and unverifiable and incomplete. So if you try to sue them for violations, they're going to laugh in court and say, you tried to claim identity theft first, and now you're trying to fix it the right way. So you're never going to win. It doesn't matter if there's 100 violations on there. You're not going to get money for any of those automatically by default, because you did a credit sweep or you paid a scammer thousands of dollars to sweep your credit. If y'all don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I try my best to go live once a day. Listen, it's difficult for me to do because the attorneys keep me so busy with drafting litigation underwriting agreements for consumers to sign, and on Zoom calls going over potential lawsuits. So it is hard sometimes for me to go live every day. Obviously, if I've got work to do, especially if I'm backed up, I won't have time to go live. And I like to go live for at least 30 minutes, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, just because I have a lot of stuff that I want to go over, a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I want to answer you guys' questions and just be as knowledgeable as I can for y'all, and not just hop on here and tell you what you want to hear so you'll pay me for my services. I'll tell everybody on here, I'll tell the whole world, I don't care if you sign up for my services or not. What's more important to me is that you don't get scammed by these scammers like Pinnacle Credit Repair that are just going to take your money, do a credit sweep, and then talk down on you, call you racist names. And it's just crazy that people like this are still in business, but somehow they are. And I'm going to try to find those screenshots and show them. Hello, Grace. All right, so here's my opinion on Dispute Beast, and this is my honest opinion. Now, I've talked to hundreds of people that have used these services, and this is what I've come up with between what they've said and my own knowledge, because all Dispute Beast is a Metro 2 compliance software, and they're basically asking them to remove the negative items from your credit report because they are not 100% compliant to Metro 2 reporting standard, which is something the bureaus created themselves. Just because they created it does not mean they have to follow it, because it is not a law. What does it work for? Okay, it can potentially work for anything. I'm not going to sit here and lie and just say that it absolutely does not work. But the main thing that it works for is like $100, $200, maybe $300 collections, small stuff like that, medical debt, stuff like that. When it comes to, difficult things like $5, $10, $15, $20,000 charge-offs, the chances of it coming off using Metro 2 compliance is just about slim to none. And I'm just being honest with you. So I'll give you an example of why my services, or somebody that offers litigation-backed credit repair, because we are not the only company that offers litigation-backed credit repair. There's 3, 4, maybe 5 do it. And when I say that, there's more who offer it, but there's only a handful that actually offer the litigation-backed credit repair, because you have to partner with attorneys to offer this. So Dispute Beast lets you use their software for free for buying their credit monitoring service for $50 a month, or $49.99. And I can't remember the name of it. It's maybe you can help me in the comments, because I'm assuming you've used it or something. I seen you yesterday, bro. All right, sounds good. Beast Credit, maybe that's the name of it. So they let you use their software for free for paying for their credit monitoring, because they think that because they're offering you the software for free, that credit repair laws do not apply to them. That's 100% false. This is exactly why CRC got sued for what they was doing, helping CROs to an extent scam consumers for violating TSR, the telemarketing sales rule. So it can work for little small collections and stuff, but getting back to why litigation-backed credit repair is so much better, you're almost always going to find some consumers that have stuff that's just hard to remove. And sometimes the only way to remove that stuff is to either sue the credit bureaus and or sue the creditors to get it removed. But the best part about that is there's a good chance you're going to get it removed. There's a good chance you're going to get money in your pocket for violations. And there's a good chance that they're going to get the debt waived, meaning you no longer have to pay the debt. Because with traditional credit repair, the best thing you're going to get is a deletion. And the best thing you're going to get with a scammer is temporary deletions, or they're just blocking the information from your credit report. 9 times out of 10, it's going to come back on there. And I'll give you all a secret for those of you who don't care and will do the illegal stuff. If you really want it to stay off, do a police report. That's how the scammers who are getting deletions and are not coming back, that's how they're getting better results, or what they consider results. They're not just sending in an FTC report, they're also sending in a police report as well. And no, I'm not recommending that to anybody but the people who don't care about committing fraud, because that's what you're doing at the end of the day, is you're committing fraud by claiming identity theft on accounts that you signed up for. But again, y'all, I will be going live later today with a former client of Pinnacle Credit Repair, the scammer that I've been exposing for 2 or 3 years now. Or she tries to flip the switch and say, well, he does illegal credit repair in Georgia, because I did, in fact, do it that way. And I've already addressed this on a video, so I don't feel about addressing it now. I had no idea that you couldn't do it in Georgia. And that's why I also partnered with attorneys. I moved the business to Texas, and then I partnered with attorneys, and we are actually more than likely going to move the business to Florida, because that's where the attorneys are located, just to keep everything in the same state. But again, this is not me trying to sell anybody on my services. I don't care who you sign up with. It's your money. Do your own research. But the hard part about research is, and even if you go looking for reviews, a lot of reviews are fake. Not just the ones that Pinnacle does. Trust me, he is not the only one who pays for fake reviews or even makes fake accounts and leaves reviews himself. He is not the only person, trust me. There's hundreds, probably thousands of them doing the same exact thing. And people fall for it. But I mean, they're trying to do their research. But you can't always go by what you see online. Pro Credit Watch, is that the name of the credit monitoring? Or I see you posted Pro and then Credit Watch. Sorry, I haven't looked at my screen. It's went from being hot to now the wind's blowing and it's cool. So Credit Watch, okay, I've never heard of that. I thought it was called so I know the software is Dispute Beast, but I thought it was called Beast Monitoring or something like that. I don't even know how many laps I've done went, but I went to the gym. We went to the gym this morning and out, and then we went and ate and come back home, and now I'm walking. But yeah, I'm gonna do that live later on, and then at some point this weekend, I'm gonna log into my Verizon account to prove to everybody else, not that I have to, but just so y'all can see that this guy is just desperate, because I've been exposing him. And he's actually called me several times last night and this morning. And I guess he did that so he could make it look like I called him. But I mean, it's going to be right there on my Verizon bill. That's why I didn't want to just send a screenshot of my phone, because I could easily delete it from there. But it's going to be on that Verizon bill. There's two. Oh, okay. So see, I didn't know that they had more than one option. But I do know that Dispute Beast and Dispute Panda are the exact same software. The Dispute Beast is just the do-it-yourself version of Dispute Panda. And honestly, instead of wasting money on Dispute Beast, go to Dispute Panda, because I think if you use, I'm trying to think of the name of it, they offer a credit monitoring service that's, and they use the software free. So it's $20 cheaper than Dispute Beast, and it's the same exact software. It's a little more difficult to use. I mean, CROs know how to use it, because most credit repair softwares run the same, but it'll save you 20 bucks a month. And for anybody that wants to do it themselves, listen, you got a better chance of getting stuff removed on your credit report not knowing anything about credit repair by just going to Google and learning how to factually dispute your credit report. You're going to get way better results than what you can from Dispute Beast. Again, I'll never sit here and say that it does not work absolutely at all and it doesn't work for anybody. I'm not going to say that, but the chances of you getting difficult items off are slim to none. And that's why litigation-backed credit repair is better, because if we have to, we'll sue them, force them to do their job, which is going to include some money in your pocket, and possibly include getting the debt waived, meaning you no longer have to pay the bank. These scammers like Pinnacle Credit Repair, they can't do that. They hear me talking about working with attorneys, and now they start talking about they work with attorneys in their videos. Do you really think an attorney is going to partner with Pinnacle Credit Repair, being that he's a scammer? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're just not going to, because when they partner with credit repair companies, they're putting their own reputation on the line. In fact, the first thing attorneys do is make sure that you are compliant. They will not work with you if you're not compliant. Another thing you can think about is, okay, so you pay $50 a month for the Dispute Beast monitoring. Let's say, best case scenario, you fix your credit in 12 months. You just spent $600. Or you could pay a company like mine, because I don't know anybody else that's as cheap as us, $547. And no, that's not all paid up front. It's $149 to start, $199 a month for 2 months. Then you owe nothing else out of pocket. The only way you would ever have to pay us anything else is if we're able to litigate and sue and get you money. And then you split whatever you receive from the attorneys with me. So if you get $3,000, you send me $1,500, you keep $1,500. You just got your credit fixed for free, and you made a little over $900. Again, that is something that scammers like Pinnacle Credit Repair simply cannot offer you, because no real licensed attorney is going to work with a scammer. I promise you they're not. They can say they do all you want, but what's harder on Panda? It's really not even that hard. So they ask all the best CROs to try their software. So you make the free account, you put your personal information in, you upload the documents, and then if you use Credit Dino, that's the name of it. You can use Credit Dino, which is $29.99 or $29.90 a month. And if you use that one, it works better with the system, and that's the only one that they let you use the software for free. If you use Smart Credit, My Free Score Now, or anything like that, they're going to charge you, I think, $17 to do a round of disputes. So if you use theirs, you're automatically saving $17, but it's $20 cheaper than what Dispute Beast charges. So you put in the login credentials, it'll show you, see where to put the login credentials in, and then you'll click upload report or something like that. And then you'll go to the dispute tab. It'll pull up, all your inquiries will be at the top. Obviously, you'll only want to click on the inquiries that are not tied to open accounts. And then all the negative accounts will be kind of highlighted with a little bitty red circle around them. Now, you don't have to do anything. You can let the software choose everything for you. There's a tab to the right. I don't remember what it says. I have to do a walkthrough video on that for y'all, because I'm sure some of y'all want to use it. And I'm sure you're probably thinking, why would you show somebody how to use another software if you're not benefiting from it? Well, if nothing else, me creating a video on how to use that software, one, you'll learn how to use the software, and two, you'll learn that software is a joke and it doesn't work. But I have no problem. Now, if you want to make it work, there's on the negative accounts toward the bottom, you click custom dispute. What you'll do is you put a factual dispute there. You'll point out what's inaccurate, what's incomplete on that letter. And it's also going to do Metro 2 and the factual disputing. Or, depending on which one you select, you can make it just do factual disputing. And the only Metro 2 coding that will be in the letters would obviously be in the template itself. But for me, it's very, very easy to use. But the other downside to using Dispute Beast and Dispute Panda is they're exposing your information online because of the AI that they're using. Again, if y'all don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video everywhere that you can. And if y'all can, whenever I go live later on this afternoon, I hope y'all can come on and ask questions. You can ask me questions. You'll be able to ask one of Pinnacle Credit Repair's former clients questions if you have questions. But we're going to discuss, how he hooked up with Andre, how he ended up working with my company, and giving you details on his experience with both companies. And again, this is somebody that can prove he's worked with both Andre and me. And he was able to get a new truck, which was his ultimate goal. So And he is a car salesman, so we're also going to do a video on how to get the best deal on a car. So hopefully we can make that happen this weekend too. If anybody's trying to buy a car, there's nobody better than this guy here. He's been in the industry for a very long time, very knowledgeable, and he like me, is more concerned about helping you and getting you a good deal than trying to get rich. So me and him are a lot alike. We're the opposite of scammers. We're not here trying to charge you thousands of dollars. We're not doing illegal tactics to get you approved for anything. You know, we go through attorneys. The attorneys do all of our disputing. It literally has their letterhead on the dispute letters, so they know that you have legal representation for these disputes. And I'm probably going to hop off of here in just a minute because it's about time for us to go. I forgot where we're going now, but we're going somewhere. Oh, we're going to Vanessa's sister's house. That's where we're going. And I don't even know if she's on here. She may be on here. She's inside getting ready. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all hopping on here. I really do. I appreciate the questions. But yeah, I mean, I can do a detailed video on how to use Dispute Panda. It's not really that hard. It's just they set Dispute Beast up to do all the legwork for you. But again, they created the software thinking that they don't have to worry about credit repair laws because they're giving you the software for free. It doesn't matter if they give it to you for free, whether they charge you. When you create something to do with credit repair, you have to follow credit repair laws. I don't know why people think you don't, especially the owner, because he's very knowledgeable about credit repair and credit repair laws, but for some reason he thinks it excludes him from those laws because the software is free and he's not actually doing the credit repair. Well, that's not how it works. Yeah, the credit monitoring service is called Credit Dyno, but it's spelled CreditDyno, I believe. If I remember correctly, that's how it's spelled. In fact, I think I still have an affiliate link, but I think you can get it for as low as $29.99 a month. They have one that's $50 a month too, but I'll just go ahead and spill the beans. You're paying extra $20 for absolutely nothing. It's just so the CRO can make more money off of you. That's all it is. I think we make $6 off the $29.99 and like $15 off the $49.99. So that's all that is when it comes to being an affiliate with credit monitoring services. That's why credit repair companies want you to use their links, because they are compensated for you using those links. And they're supposed to technically tell you they're making a commission off of that. But just like the credit repair laws, nobody thinks they have to listen. Nobody thinks they have to tell you that part, but that's why. And we don't use credit monitoring anymore because obviously our goal is to sue and get debts waived and get money in your pocket. We can't do that with credit monitoring service. So they have to come straight from annualcreditreport.com and straight from innovis.com. But yeah, I'm about to hop off of here. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. I don't know how to type on here, but if you want to send me a text message, the number is 512-567-5410. Again, that number is 512-567-5410. And I hope to see y'all on the live later on this afternoon with a former client of Pinnacle Credit Repair. He is actually a former client of mine as well, but he's going to go over his experience with both companies so y'all can see the truth about how he treats consumers versus how I actually treat consumers, how he's not doing anything but scamming people. We're helping people. He got approved for a brand new truck, the exact truck he wanted, which is something that Andre couldn't do. But again, I'm going to hop off of here. I hope to see y'all on the next live, and I hope y'all